So, here's the thing. When starting something new, it can feel very exciting, but it can also feel very overwhelming. But every journey starts somewhere.
For me, it begins with a plane ticket, a camera, and a question. What does happiness really feel like? Don't get me wrong, I've felt happiness before, but in the pursuit of it, I thought I needed to be somewhere. So, after watching Disney's Muppets Christmas Carol and Deadpool and Wolverine on the plane, where better to start than the happiest place in the world?
Yeah, you are correct. In the middle of burnout and depression and just generally being sad, we went to Disney World, Florida. And whilst I may not have been necessarily in the right headspace for going, it probably was the best thing for me. Not only did it distract me from the day-to-day and the mundane, it completely removed me from it. I had no reason to even think about my worries or my troubles back here because I was in such a magical place that it just made me forget. And going back to potentially not being in the right headspace, I really struggled. I struggled to get there. I also struggled to come back, but that's because I enjoyed it so much. I was very much in an incredibly anxious space, and I'm a fairly anxious person anyway, and I thought I had a good hold on it for a while, only as soon as it came to the actual trip, I was frozen, is the only way I can describe it. But we got there, we did it, and we had an amazing time. And what it taught me was so many things, actually. It really reminded me of how creative you can be just with anything. It reminded me of how film inspired me and animations inspired me as a kid to want to grow up to be good and, you know, help people and want to tell stories and show just generally how creative I can be.
You see, the thing is with Disney is it does a really good job of reminding you of your childhood and the things that built you brick by brick to make you the person you are today. Everything down to, you know, the costumes, the setting, the really clever ways they get you to look around, whether that's their famous or infamous invisible paint, or the way that they structure buildings to make them look taller on Main Street, or the fact that they pump smells outside their sweet shops to make you want to come in. Things like that. It's just all very clever little things, and everything, other than maybe the smells, everything can be applied to filmmaking and can be applied to the way I want to create things, and that even applies to my cosplays, because, you know, they have a bunch of costumes there, and like some of their mouths move, they blink, there's just incredible amounts of effort that goes into the costume making. So I can take elements of that and put it into my cosplay, and some of the smaller details as well, like everything down to buttons on characters and the door handles and the hidden Mickeys and all that sort of, like, it's just the devil's in the details, as they say, and Disney has been such an eye-opener and such an inspiration for that if you get the chance to go, I highly recommend it, by the way, you'll notice just a lot of little things that add up that make a big thing, and honestly, it's incredible. That applies to all the parks we went to, including Universal. Everywhere you looked, there was something there that would make you smile or invoke some kind of emotion. And that I just find fascinating. So, I guess the big question is, did going to Disney fix me, help me, inspire me? Did it make me happy? I mean, the short answer to that is yes. It is really difficult to be sad at Disney. Most people you know that have been to Disney, because I expect you'll know somebody who's been to Disney, will tell you that there is, without a shadow of a doubt, an element of magic that Disney brings, no matter what park that they've been to. It really is true. It is incredibly magical, and we were lucky enough to go at Christmas, and the smells and the sights, and all I could smell is cinnamon and sugar and candy, and it really smelled beautiful there. And everywhere you looked as well, there were people smiling and laughing and just generally being happy. And I think that is the magic of Disney. Because other people are happy and other people are smiling, it just makes you happy. So yeah, of course it made me happy, and I really want to go back. I didn't want to leave. I think there's quite a lot to say for the inner child here, for my situation at least. And I think a lot of the reason a lot of us feel sad is because we push the inner child out to be an adult and to be who we need to be for society and all that. And actually, the inner child is what brings you joy and what makes things so magical and wondrous. And I think that what I'm realizing whilst I'm recording this is that for a while, I think I've just been trying too hard. I think I just need to relax and not care as much, you know? I think I've just put too much pressure on myself and tried to fly before I've even started jogging. Maybe it's time to go back to my roots and just chill out a bit and have fun with it and explore. Yeah. Let's explore some stuff.